Cool, man. Alrighty. So, in your hometown, is it Denmark? Is your hometown, or
I'm
is
in
it
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Denmark's the country. Silly me.
that's right.
So in Copenhagen,
Yeah.
what's your go-to restaurant there? What's your go-to
Uh,
order in your go-to restaurant? How's that?
yeah, it's a pizza place called Gorm's Pizza,
Okay.
and it is simply the best pizza I've ever had. It's so good, and we both ordered the same pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
What is it?
so it's called salumi,
Okay.
and it's like it's this huge Italian, I guess, sausage, really thinly sliced,
Uh-huh.
and it's so good.
Oh, man.
Um, yeah,
Alrighty.
really unique crust. So I like
Well,
that.
that's where we're going when I come visit you,
Yes,
for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah.
What's something that you are curious about right now?
I'm always curious about space, and that's
Okay.
something completely different from what I do every day.
It's a good
But
thing to be curious about.
space exploration is a big hobby of an interest of
Really?
mine that I follow. Yeah, very closely.
Wow. So do you like whenever there's like a comet coming through, you kind of know where to look, and are
Yeah,
you that kind of geeky in it?
that kind of geek, following rocket launches,
Okay. Elon
and
Musk and
yeah, 100%.
oh
Yeah.
man, that guy's
Love that. Love all that. I can't.
crazy.
That's a little. That's like the distraction in my life. That's just has nothing to do with anything on Earth or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
anything
yeah.
that I do every day. So
Yeah.
I really, that's something on. It's good to have things like that.
Oh man, that's
Yeah,
cool. I didn't know that about you. Very cool.
yeah. Space
Um,
nerd.
so that being said, yeah, what's something I should have asked you but didn't?
Uh, um, it's a great question. I think you asked really good questions.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of the we could maybe dive more into our refugee project that could have
yeah, yeah.
maybe be something we could have talked more about. But I
Well,
guess
I
I
mean
spent
that's
too
very
much time
passionate
talking
for
about
me.
something else.
And that's passionate for me because so we'll
Yeah,
have to talk about that. We'll have to get
yeah,
you on again because I'd love to talk more about obviously the work with
yeah,
You Belong and what we're doing
yeah. I
and
like
just
that.
I mean when we talk about vulnerable people and human trafficking and what there's
Hmm.
70 million
Exactly.
refugees in the world
Yeah,
today and
yeah,
just
yeah,
human migration in general from whether it be
yeah,
climate change or so many other things. There's so much to look
yeah.
at. Um,
Exactly. I think that's a big one, and I think we probably ran out of time, but and I
yeah.
kind of went in another direction
And
when
it
that
was
opportunity was there, but
so
that would have
good.
been cool to talk about.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. All
Yeah.
right, so that's noted. We got another episode out of you to talk about that. That's cool. Um, what's something you've recently failed at?
Sleeping, exercise.
But you're succeeding at being a dad, so
Oh my
I think all those
goodness.
things are well
I
worth
am.
failing at.
I don't do. I'm just the worst napper. I don't do naps. I change nappies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me. But am just not the. I'm so terrible at sleeping well.
Aw,
Uh, I would say the screens have taken over my life way too much at the
okay.
moment. That's something I want to change.
That's a good
I
one.
feel like it's gone too far. So
Yeah.
I need a break
Too
from
much
the screen.
Zoom and
Well,
everything
I mean,
else.
that's part of my job, and so I
Hmm.
can't really. That's how we can communicate, and that's needed. But I would just say the small screens,
Hmm.
my phone, and just all the other screen time.
All the
If
distractions.
I'm
Yeah.
staring too much at the screen, and I feel like that's something I'm failing at the moment. Screen time. I want to change that. So yeah,
Cool, man. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take note of that and make some practical changes too. I think you're spot on,
I
man.
think it's just been a where we've been. It's all been about the screen, following the
It's so
news. What's the
easy. We're
next?
locked in. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and we've only been able to connect on social
I
media, and so
know.
it's kind of almost inevitably happened in this season. But I don't think it has to be like that ongoing. So I
Sure.
want to make a change.
Good one. What do you wish you'd known when you started?
It's a tough one. In a way, I don't know that I would want to know what was ahead, because I don't think I would have made it. I don't think I would have jumped into
Wow.
it. I knew.
That is a
Um,
good answer. Oof.
so if I knew what lied ahead, I don't think I would have made it or done it. And so, of course, you can say all kinds of things that would have been helpful in the season,
Sure.
and so on. I think confidence would be one. You know, just knowing that you have something to bring and don't look down on yourself, and what's in your hand. I mean, you can do amazing things, and I'm one of those who believe that if you have been given the opportunity, you're likely also graced for it. And so even though it feels outside of your ability,
Sure.
outside of whatever, if you give it your
Qualifications.
best, then something good can come out of it. And I think, yeah, I just had really low self-confidence, really low confidence. You know, really what you want is not self-confidence, but godly confidence. Because anything with self in it is usually not going to be enough. But yeah, that would have been one, believing in that you're in the right place and you have something to
Good.
contribute. Yeah.
Love it. Good stuff. Who's someone you look up to that inspires you? Huh?
You.
Oh,
You. No, I'm serious. You are.
Oh, dude.
I think there's lots of great people that I look up to in different ways. You know, when I think about, but I'm serious. When I think about, you know, loving people and being brave and courageous, I think of you. And you inspire me like that. And you know, there's lots of. I mean, I love Nick Kane, who is our founder, and this is not a suck up, but he's an incredible man, and an incredible father.
I agree.
The way that he has raised his daughters and so on. That's a father. That's an example of a father that I look up to in a great way. And so I think there's different people in different ways that inspires me. But you are definitely one of them.
Wow. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that, but Phil, thank you.
I mean that.
I will receive it, and thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate that a lot, man. Well, the last question is, and I think you've kind of alluded to it in today, but why does justice matter to you?
Yeah, justice matters to me because I think it should matter to all of us. You know, Martin Luther King said famously, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And we are in that way all connected to this. And you know, if I would go so far to say that if we don't think it relates to us, then we are living we are living in ignorance. And I was living like that. I didn't think that it was something that was part of my life, and I just hadn't realized how my life could be connected to it.
Sure.
And I'm in no way saying that people, like I said before in the interview, move to some other country or quit your job or whatever. But we all play a part in that. So
100%.
Justice matters to me because I could have been the one that were living under injustice. Might as well. And so I wanna the fact that I want to use that as to help others.